Welcome to Real English Podcast. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share with friends for the Real English Podcast. It might feel fast, but that's just how Americans talk. You'll hear it again later, so no pressure. Okay, let's dive right in. Today, we're going to talk about Memorial Day. Now, for a lot of people, it's just a sunny, long weekend. But today, we're going to look at the much deeper meaning behind this American holiday and, of course, learn some great English along the way. So, what does Memorial Day really mean? You might know it as a time for going to the beach, having barbecues, doing a little shopping, and kind of just the unofficial start of summer. But I really want to challenge you to look past those fun celebrations and learn what is truly at the heart of this day. The core purpose of the day is to honor and remember. To honor means to show high respect. To remember means to not forget someone. So it's a day to honor and remember soldiers who died while serving in the military. Let's practice your pronunciation. Repeat after me. We honor and remember them. We honor and remember them.
Great job. Section 1. The Civil War Origins, from Devastation to Decoration. Where did this holiday actually come from? Well, it was born out of the nation's grief and sadness following the American Civil War. 620,000. That is the staggering or very large number of soldiers who died in the Civil War. This immense loss of life was just heartbreaking, and it meant the country had to create its very first national cemeteries to bury the fallen soldiers.
Back in 1868, Major General John A. Logan gave a powerful order to begin a memorial tradition. He wrote, "The 30th of May, 1868 is designated for the purpose of strewing with flowers or otherwise decorating the graves of comrades who died in defense of their country." Strewing is a great word. It means scattering flowers over the graves. They called it Decoration Day, and they chose late May simply because beautiful spring flowers would be blooming nationwide.
At that very first major observance at Arlington National Cemetery in May 1868, General James Garfield gave a speech. About 5,000 people attended the solemn event. Together, they decorated 20,000 graves with small American flags. It was a massive and really moving start to the tradition.
Section 2. Becoming a national holiday, a century of change.
So, how did this local grassroots tradition evolve and change over a century to become the federal holiday we all recognize today? Well, right after the Civil War, Decoration Day was mostly to honor Union soldiers. But during World War I, which was a huge global conflict, the holiday expanded. The country decided to honor military personnel who died in all American wars. Finally, in 1971, the government passed a law making Memorial Day an official federal holiday on the last Monday of May.
Section 3. Honoring the fallen today, monuments and memories.
Let's explore how Americans actively keep these important memories alive right now. First, it is extremely important for English learners to understand the difference between these two holidays. Memorial Day honors military personnel who died in combat. Veterans Day honors all former members of the military, both living and dead. This is a critical difference, so you know exactly who you are commemorating.
So how do Americans pay respect today? By visiting cemeteries, placing flags on gravesites, wearing red poppies inspired by a famous World War I poem, and attending city parades. Let's listen to a realistic role-play conversation you might hear this weekend. Imagine someone says, "Hey, happy Memorial Day weekend. Are you having a BBQ?" And their friend answers, "Yes, but first we are going to the parade to pay our respects." Let's remember what this day is really about. Then the first person replies, "You are absolutely right. We are grateful for their sacrifice." That is exactly how natural, everyday Americans talk about this holiday.
If you visit Arlington National Cemetery today, you'll see a wide variety of monuments. This site honors many different types of ultimate sacrifices. There's the famous Tomb of the Unknown Soldier, the beautiful Nurses Memorial, and even memorials for the Space Shuttle Challenger and Columbia.
Section 4. A moment of reflection, the true cost of summer. Let's connect these historical facts back to personal, quiet reflection and think about the true cost of our summer: sacrifice. Sacrifice means giving up something profoundly important for the sake of others. The fallen soldiers gave up their lives so we can enjoy our freedoms and our long weekends. Let's practice our English speaking again. Repeat after me. We are grateful for their sacrifice. We are grateful for their sacrifice. Excellent.
Here is a beautiful modern tradition you can participate in. It's called the National Moment of Remembrance. At exactly 3 p.m. local time on Memorial Day, Americans are asked to pause whatever they are doing for a moment of silence. Repeat after me. Let's take a moment to reflect. Let's take a moment to reflect. Wonderful job!
So I want to leave you with this question. Will you take a moment to reflect this Memorial Day? Now that you know the deeper meaning, it's so much more than just a long weekend, isn't it? Thank you for learning with me today. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share the Real English Podcast. And if you want to review today's lesson, I uploaded a free PDF summary in the description and in the comments. Feel free to download it and study at your own pace.